And I said the advantage I was on now was fighting skill. If one knife fighter has never had any kind of fight in his entire life, and the other guy is a former Green Beret, he has the advantage. Okay? Knife fighting is not like that shit you see on TV where these goons pull out knives and start. The average person cannot knife fight, and I think I consider myself to be that group. So, if you pull out a knife on a guy, he might have a lot more fighting experience than you. He might take it away from you and kill you with it. So do not think that because you walk around with a knife in your pocket, you have the world at your fingertips. You don't. Okay? If you're in a bad situation and that knife comes out, it might go away to you. Bruce Lee would make a great knife fighter. You ever see a Bruce Lee movie? He really did that stuff in real life. Not killing people, obviously, but he really could do that much physical stuff in real life. Navy SEALs, all these guys with black belts in jiu-jitsu and all this other bullshit, they would make great knife fighters because they have great stamina, great skill, great speed, great agility. They know, because they're martial arts practitioners, their whole lives, they know that the philosophy of the martial art is to avoid the fight and to only fight if necessary. So they won't fight. But if you threaten their life and they have no choice, they will fight. They make good knife fighters. Joe Schmo, or whatever the hell his name is, that goes into the store, buys a knife, puts it in his pocket, walks on the street with it, and gets jumped and pulls out his knife to save himself. That guy's coming out of that alley in a body bag. Because the attackers are going to take it from him and kill him with it. Also, how about when the police come? The police arrive at the scene. The police arrive at the scene, they see two guys with a knife and they're squaring off. They are not going to know automatically that you are the victim that is defending yourself from the criminal. They are going to automatically think that you're both gangbangers that are fighting, and they're going to pull out their guns and tell you flat out, you're under arrest, drop the knives, hands on top of your head, down on your knees. If you don't do it, they'll shoot you. So that's that other situation, like you have a knife in your hand or a gun in your hand, and you're walking around or running around, you might be mistaken for the criminal and killed by accident. I've talked about that extensively. So keep all this in mind. That's one thing very important. The average person cannot use a knife effectively. The average person will probably never be in a situation where they need to use a knife legally to defend themselves. If the knife is confiscated, you got a problem. Okay, so this mythology of the knife. Knives are good tools, not gonna lie. And if you carry a knife as a backup weapon, if you carry a knife so that, God forbid, there's no alternative, you have something to use, you got a good point. But keep this in mind, if you can avoid it, try to avoid it. So this one, the knife is good. God forbid you're in a fight and a guy is strangling you. He's got both his hands in his throat. If he's strangling you, he wants to kill you. He's strangling you. You reach in, pull out your knife and stab him. That's cool, because he's trying to kill you. Or you have a gun concealed. Remember I told you to keep your gun concealed? You don't want to listen to me? Now this is why you got to listen to me. Keep your gun concealed. Guy grabs your gun. You pull out your knife and stab him. That's legal because he's trying to grab the gun and kill you with it. Ladies, you're being raped. Guy's trying to take your clothes off. Shut up, bitch. He's trying to rape you. And as he's trying to pull your clothes off to rape you, you stab him in the area. Over here, over whatever. That's legal. So the knife is an absolute 100% end of the line weapon that can be used at very, very close quarters. The other 99% of the time, the knife is a tool that is used to cut inanimate objects. And if it is possible, retreat, because 90% of the time retreating is mandatory by law, and the other time retreating is the safest thing possible practicality wise. So the knife is your tool, it's not your weapon. Retreat if possible. Don't pull out the knife unless you absolutely have no choice. Okay? The knife is only effective as a weapon at very close ranges when the suspect's hands are busy killing you. If he's choking you like this, he's telling you he wants to kill you, and you stab him, he won't be able to defend himself in time. But if his hands can move and he can defend himself, he will, and he will grab it from you. Keep that in mind. I think we're running out of this now. This fucking little thing is bleep bleep. Okay, well, I've said my piece. Keep yourself safe. Keep the knife in your pocket. Don't use it unless you absolutely have no choice. Keep me in mind. If you have any questions, please ask me. Thank you.